Well, workers at the Ingersoll plant are represented by Unifor, this country's largest private sector union. Lana Payne is the national president, and she joins us right now. Lana, thank you for making the time.
Thank you, Michael. Thanks for having me.
Listen, I was just wondering, was there any warning whatsoever that these layoffs would be coming down?
I mean, the reality is that there have been slow sales of the electric vans. We've known this, but there are a number of contributing factors right now. The sales being one, changing EV policy, electric vehicle policy in the United States is certainly playing a role, and of course. There's no way to untangle this from the crushing impact of tariffs and what that's going to do and is doing to demand and to forecasts for electric vehicles, but for everything right now.
It's interesting that you mentioned the tariffs because, according to GM, this has nothing to do with tariffs, but obviously you believe that it comes part and parcel with this decision.
Yeah, of course, you can't look down the road and look at what it is you're building and not understand that the tariffs are going to have an impact on that. They are having an impact. They are going to continue to have an impact. If you look at the North American industry right now, the costs of these tariffs on the industry are about $100 billion. That is not something that these automakers can absorb. The result is that demand is also going down. There are projections that sales could drop as much as 1.3 to 1.8 million vehicles in Canada and the United States. That's nearly 8 assembly plants, in terms of what we're facing. This is devastating for the industry, and we have a president of the United States that seems driven to want to crush the North American auto industry right now.
Can you walk us through what workers are being told? This temporary shutdown starts Monday, but what happens afterwards?
So Monday, they will be temporarily laid off for a couple of weeks. They will come back in May to fulfill an order that General Motors has for electric vans for a customer. Then later in May, the plant will shut down until October. And when it comes back in October, we are told it will be only with one shift. And that means nearly half the workforce will not have a job there at that time. And it is devastating for them. It is devastating for their families and their coworkers and for the community of Ingersoll and surrounding area. This is just awful today, and I wish I could say it's the end of it, but I don't believe that it is. We are facing a massive problem here right now.
So where does that leave you and Unifor? What will you be doing in response to this, Lana?
Well, two things. First of all, we're going to continue to push the company, General Motors, to do whatever it can do in terms of product for this facility and mitigating the layoffs. And secondly, we are going to continue to push both the federal and provincial government to make sure that when we have industrial policy in this country and we create industrial policy, which is what we're going to need to get through this trade war, that we're matching procurement up with it. And that means these two things have to go hand in hand. And right now, there is an opportunity to support the workers at CAMI with government procurement. And I can give you an example. Canada Post is looking to buy electric vans for its fleet, to replace its aging fleet. And that should be done in Ingersoll.
Well, I appreciate the fact that this is not easy news for you and the members of your union to be hearing. Lana, I appreciate the time this evening. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Michael.